It appears that I am live. Today is the 9th of April, 2020. And I got new information in the form of a documentary. I will post that documentary link in the notes so that everybody can see it. I highly recommend everybody watch it. And it proves that Cherie Geo was correct. Cherie Geo, I'm referring to Beyond the Veil. She was correct. That this Ooga Booga has been constructed. It was invented. Um, I now have reason to be very alarmed about this thing. Looking at the genetic sequences, the way it was spliced, when it was spliced, who was reporting on it, who was releasing papers. I'm talking about the scientific community. I'm not one who is going to go into the hatred of a certain society. And of course, Mother would call me during this. So hang on a second. Hey, Mom, I am live streaming right now, so I will call you back later. But please stay home. I love you too. Bye. Being real. I'm telling my mother to stay home. What should that tell you? Okay. Before I was thinking it was just a cold. I was wrong. And I am sorry. I was wrong. I don't want anybody to be afraid. Fear is the big, big compromising factor in your immune system. So don't be afraid. Okay. I still believe that this thing has spread all over the world. I do believe that. I still believe that. The source of it is very alarming. And I can't speak really cogently about it because I'm not a scientist in that. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a pathologist. I'm not a microbiologist. But I am convinced now that this thing is really evil. Now, that said, there are things we can do to prevent and to contain the spread, to contain the infection. And I think that's more important to say than the spread, because the spread is already there, I do believe. I do believe seriously that containing yourself inside with a bunch of people in shared air conditioning and things like that is very unhealthy. Open up your windows, get that, because it's already airborne. So, hello, chat room. How are you doing? Thank you for coming by. Please do not be afraid, and do not take this as something to be afraid. When you do watch the video that I will post in the link or in the description, I will link that in the description. Do what you can to not be afraid. This is a serious thing. And all the actions of the government. Now I see why Trump wanted to shut down the borders so quickly. I really get it now. I understand now why Russia shut down their borders so immediately. It's pretty rough. And the thing is that there are so many actors outside of China that participated in this thing, in the cover-up, and who have benefited from China and the technology that was given to, and they adapted and sold back, things of that nature. And that I'm talking about the Chinese government. I'm not talking about the Chinese people. All right. The people there are just like the people here in the United States. The government does not really represent what the people are. Okay. So please, no China hate, no ethnicity nonsense, nothing like that. Okay. Because those people are suffering under the thumb of their government. Now we have to ascertain who is benefiting from this thing going around. Who's benefiting? Who's making the money? Follow the money. Follow the money, follow the money, follow the money. Who's making the most money on this? Who stands to gain? After you watch the video below, it's about an hour long. You watch that video, and it will give you concise detail of what happened. Now, I don't agree with the premise that they have that the Chinese government is responsible for this whole thing and that it is alone in it. There are other actors involved. And so, what to do? If I always bring a problem to the table, I want to also provide solutions. So, what should we do? Maintain your love in your family, maintain smart and healthy methods for living. Vitamin C. You can use chaga mushrooms if you can get it. There's a lot available online. You can buy it that way until, I'm going to go harvest what I found on my property. So I'm going to be doing that soon. And I'll be taking about a teaspoon with my pot of coffee in the morning. You just put it in with the grounds. It'll taste good. Have fun with that. That's chaga. Elderberries. All right. Elderberries are very good. The reason why I said chaga first is because if you can't get elderberries. But with elderberries, you must absolutely get some anti-inflammatory. CBD oil is fantastic for that. But now I'm understanding why the Z-Pack and the HQC is so important and why they're using it. Now, I do have a question, and I'm sure somebody's going to answer in the time of this video is over with. And that is, why is the country of India, who has the same population count or nearly the same population count as China, why isn't there so much widespread disease in India? What are they taking in? How are they keeping the spread from happening? And we know about the ghettos in India that, disease is rampant through there. How is it that they're not getting this one? Anybody can tell me that. I would appreciate that. Let me see what's going on in the chat room. Hello, spaces between you. Haska-san, hi. Dawn, hello, love. Let's see what's going on. Space between. They're taking curry and getting more vitamin A and vitamin E. All right, fair enough. But excuse me, my nose is itching. We've got pollen all over the place here, so forgive me that. I don't want people to be afraid. That's the worst thing you can do. The spread is already out there. Sorry, guys, it's already out there. Those with compromised immune systems, you're more in danger. So intake of vitamin C. See if you can get some of that medication, the HQC, if I'm saying it right, HQC, Z-Pack. Zinc seems to be a key factor in this, but I did see the genetic and the microscopic thing, and there are the receptors in that thing, the plugins to the human cell is actually created. Okay, it was intentionally created. That's how the virus, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, it jumped from the animal kingdom to the human kingdom. Okay, that's how they did it, and it was that was created. The plugins are just it's exactly in its specific. Okay, this is no accident. It cannot happen in nature. This was intentionally plugged in. They have genetically spliced it. This was in the works, as far as I know, from way back in 2013 and probably even earlier. I'm thinking 2007. Barack Obama was aware of some of the stuff that they were doing, and he did act to, I think, mitigate it. I'm not sure. I don't have all the information on that. So before we start screaming about Democrats versus Republicans, I think that those who were informed properly probably did try to sound the alarm or take actions to make it not so bad. But now we have to consider when we think, but don't get me wrong, I'm not giving Barack Obama a pass, because here's another thing that came to my mind last night before I even saw this video. The TPPP, or the TARP, or Trans-Pacific Partnership Program, that particular trade deal, what that entailed was pretty much open gates between the United States and China. That is problematic, and I'll show you why. Just the grossness of it is why. It's not just copyrighted material and things like that, technology. It's more than that. When they slaughter animals here in the United States, they got to send it. They slaughter the animals, ship it off to China, who then they butcher the animal and part it out to the different, labeling and packaging and things like that, and then ship it back to us. Well, not only was it tariff free, but I'm sure many of you have seen the videos on your social media showing where they were where different companies were injecting gels and liquids into the flesh of the meat product and then shipping it back to us. Do you guys see the problem here? Okay, that's gross, and so please expect that your meat prices are going to increase now that the borders are all shut. All right, meat products are going to increase in price. The reason being is because our borders are shut, so we're only going to be buying American and American processed. All right. There's other products also that's going to be increasing in prices. We got to weather the storm. It might be good that this happens and the prices increase, and I'll tell you why. Because they'll have to hire more Americans to process the meat, to grow the meat, and things like that. Now, I've heard a lot of different news reports about they're dumping milk, which that kind of bothers me. Everybody's talking about the milk prices increasing. The thing I have a problem with is that, if you recall, milk is fortified with vitamin D. Vitamin D is also crucial for the cytokine storm, to reduce the cytokine storm caused by your immune system kicking out viruses. All right. So we do need vitamin D. I would recommend getting supplements of some sort, getting out in the sunshine and enjoying the sunshine. Get a little sunburn. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to need it. Let me check on the chat room again. It seems like pretty active in here today. Hi, everybody. Let's see what's going on. Chaga mushrooms was listed as very beneficial. Thank you, Dawn, for confirming that. Hello. Almost all pork and chicken does that. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Gas is going up. I didn't see that. I saw that yesterday when I was driving around and doing things that I had to get done, that it was at $1.45 here in Chattanooga, Tennessee area. So gasoline may go up because I know that Trump was talking about something about the oil industry and working on it so that the stock market can go back up. Now, thing is, isn't it ironic that all the gas prices go down? We can't go drive around, right? The last time that gas prices were really low was after 9/11. And 9/11, remember, everybody stopped flying, but we were still driving around. We were still going places. But gas prices dropped to 99 cents a gallon. And that was the last time I saw it at 99 cents a gallon. And I think I saw something recent. Somebody had posted a picture of it somewhere in the upper Midwest area of the United States. They had 99 cents a gallon. But I still think it's going to hit that price even down here. And yeah. So let me see if there's any questions in the chat room real quick. Don says quinine and zinc have similar properties to the HCQ stuff. Okay, there it is. Somebody I trust very much. Hello, JC Cat67. Thank you for linking that video from last night about the myco files, and that was a great video, the one I saw last night. I am in love with mushrooms and the mycology, and yeah, the thing is there was a statement right at the onset of that video from last night that it's about mushrooms, and the voice of the mushrooms and the mycology, I should say, is we were here 1 million years ago. We'll be here 1 million more. Well, we're always here, and so I think that I think it's funny that I got that video last night and then saw that one this morning about the Chinese connection to this virus. I think that mushroom is going to be a considerable factor in helping fix the problem. My daddy used to say all the time, at ease disease, there's a fungus among us. All right, there's a reason why he used to say it. There's actually a brand name of mushrooms, dried mushrooms, and it's called fungus among us. Yeah, and so that's where it gets it from. Anyway, so yeah, I recommend mushrooms. If you're into harvesting mushrooms, you make sure you get a positive ID on what it is. Do not just pick up something that looks like something else and start eating them. You get it verified by a professional mycologist. I might be saying it wrong. Mycologist. Anyway, there are places on Facebook. You can go to Facebook and look for mushroom identification groups, and they're fantastic. Usually people in there are very helpful. I would recommend that because of everybody looking at mushrooms, you might get some disinfo on there, but your moderators and your administrators on those pages they usually know what the heck they're talking about. So that's more trustworthy. If you have doubts, do not eat it, please. There's a lot of mushrooms that look that they're healthy and good and everything, but then there's a lot of facsimile kind, and they just look very similar to that one. So again, absolute identity on those. What do we got here? One more. There's more. Tyson Chicken Factory here and Triumph Foods Pork Factory consider essential personnel near here. All the schools are closed until fall, though. Wow. Eddie's disease. Yes. Yes, this is not an animal-centric virus. I mean, this is spliced together this has been spliced together. You can't blame this on animals. This is totally human fault. I hope I made that clear. Cherie Gio was correct. So anything that she has been talking about in regards to this virus, and even what sounded conspiratorial or conspiracy theory, it is not conspiracy theory. It is conspiracy fact. Please know that. I understand why now Trump, even more so now, why Trump has declared war. Declared war on who? On WHO? Okay. Hang on a second. Hey, I am live streaming right now. Can I call you back in about 15 minutes? Huh? I'm live streaming right now. It's okay. I'll call you back in about 15. Thanks. Bye. I'm sorry about that. That's what happens. Anyway, so don't fear, but prepare. Prepare and defend. Okay. Drink plenty of water. All right. Drink hot beverages is very good. Again, if you start feeling symptoms, make sure you don't have the cold, the flu, asthma, allergies, because, oh my gosh, the pollen, you can see I was itching my nose because of all the pollen. We've got pine pollen really coating the place. So just take care of yourselves. Don't get religious. Don't get scared, because religion is scary. Hello, Beyond the Veil. Hi. I was just promoting Cherie and how she was so right about this virus. I have found I found a video that I am now alarmed, and I'm telling my mother to stay at home. That's how bad it is, okay? And it is man-made. It is created, absolutely. So that said, let me look and see what's being said over here, guys. Sorry. Let's see. And well, thank you for joining us and joining me. I'm not us. I'm not a multiple personality person. So, yeah. Well, thank you. I'm not hot. Okay, guys. So let's see what else is going on. So the government's still on half shutdown, except for the big paycheck folks. And CNN has stopped airing the White House press or the White House coronavirus task force briefings. CNN has stopped airing it. So Pence has now told the task force members that they can't go be on interviews with CNN because they refuse to air the briefings. And that kind of makes sense, but I also understand the the underhanded stuff that's going on too. I don't blame them a bit, because when we have the press corps sitting in the in the briefing room and they're asking questions about that Tiger King guy, whatever the hell that is, they're asking questions about whatever that guy is, if he's going to be released from or pardoned and things like that. And that's a joke and things like that, bringing something totally unrelated into the whole thing. There's serious questions. There's people are dying out there, and they're going to bring in that Tiger King bull crap into the press briefing room. I mean, funny is funny. It's just totally inappropriate in my estimation. So on that note, I'll probably see you live again shortly. The White House press briefing is supposed to be taking place any moment now, and I don't hear anything. Let me take a look and see if they're on yet. They're just showing the podium. So no, yet, not yet. So I recommend everybody just stay healthy, and don't fear. Don't let this thing come in. Eat properly, drink beverages properly, until I find out what is the best thing to do, what's the best protocol, and where to get the best items for this. Okay. I love you guys. I will talk to you all later. Be sure to tune in to tfrlive.com. I'm on Monday nights and Wednesday nights for Quantum Connections, 7 p.m. Eastern. And on Open Mic, that's Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. And that's a roundtable discussion with all the hosts. And I want to see more of the hosts on that. As I understand it, one of our hosts knows about 20 people who are casualties of this illness. So we got to be serious about this and not just discard any information just because we think it's a conspiracy theory or just some kind of disinfo. I love you guys. I will see you all in a bit. I love you. Bye.